So this isn't necessarily what I was going for, but it's happening, so we're just going to let it happen. I'm only going to make this a talk through because I haven't talked to you guys ever. When people are like, oh, you guys, I'm not naked. See, I have on a tube top. I'm bare skinned right now, so deal with it. So I'm not, if you guys actually want to know what products I use, just leave in the comments below. I kind of was just doing my makeup. I was like, you know what? I want to talk to somebody. So here we are. And it's been, I think I kind of want to talk. I don't know necessarily what I want to talk about. I just want to talk. So, you know what? I do have a topic I want to talk about. Let's talk about this move back to St. Louis, shall we? I decided to finally make the move to St. Louis. I had been thinking about it, and a lot of people had recommended it, you know, as far as makeup purposes are concerned. And I was just like, well, you know, I'm really comfortable down here in Springfield. And I just realized that though I was comfortable in Springfield, my career was going absolutely nowhere. And so I decided that maybe it was time to take that leap of faith. I was afraid because it would basically be like me starting over. And my starting over is different than a lot of people starting over, especially when moving back home, because a lot of students after school, you know, kind of get to move in with their parents just to kind of get their footing in the world, to figure out where they were going next. I did not have that luxury because I couldn't go back home for reasons we will discuss in later videos, but I didn't have that option to go back home. So basically me moving back would be me starting over, like from scratch. Yeah, so I ended up moving in April. Yeah, I ended up moving back to St. Louis in April, and that's with no job at all. I didn't have a place to go. I ended up staying with my sister for a little bit, and that did not work out at all. Being out of her place after a couple of months of staying with her, I just felt like I had been through too much in life already to like not have it together like it was anyway. So I moved in with my biological mom, and about a month of that, and I was sick. So I was just like, you know what, I may not be able to just get my own apartment right now, but the least I can do is get a roommate, or find a roommate, and we could split the bills. That's fine. Wasn't really ideal, but to get me out of the situation I was in, that's what I had to do. So thank God for my roommate. During that time, like I was like in between my sister's house and my mom's house, what happened? I'd found a job. So I started working for T-Mobile, and I was promised to be management. That never took place. I was promised full-time hours. Instead, they were giving me 7 hours a week, you know, so everything just kind of wasn't what it was supposed to be. I felt like nothing was really working out. And so, of course, I'm still kind of like, I'm too old not to have it together. You know, I was in a bad place, guys. I really was. I was just kind of like going through the motions. I wasn't really like about life at all. I was just going through the motions. And all the while, makeup was just booming. Like, I was having appointments every weekend, like multiple appointments in a weekend. I remember for the Beyonce concert, I had 8 faces to do in one day, 3 faces to do the day after. And so I don't feel like, and it's still booming. So every weekends are really big for me down here for makeup. So it's been really hard to get that done when I work for a company that's, what are they? I guess you can call it retail. So it's really hard to work for a company that's retail because they actually require you to work on the weekends. And that's not what I was used to. I was used to a set schedule back in Springfield where I can work when the hours that I was given, and my weekends would be free or just what have you. So it really took some getting used to. So a lot of people ask me, hey, well, do you feel like moving to St. Louis was a bad idea? Like, do you think you should, like, there were times, guys, I was just going to give up and move back to Springfield because that's my comfort zone. I know how to handle Springfield. I know how to survive in Springfield. If I'm down, I know how to come up in Springfield. St. Louis is a completely different beast. Like, it really is. Even though I'm from here, I never really knew too much about the city. Like, I was a kid and my mom was really strict. So it wasn't like, I was able to get out, hang out with my friends, experience the city for what it had to offer. There was none of that. There was me sitting at home on the couch, babysitting my little brothers and sisters, doing homework, going to school, going to church. Literally, all I did. All I did, and I'm not even exaggerating. I think I was allowed to go to a friend's house one time, just once. When I moved away, like, I hated St. Louis because it held so many terrible memories for me. St. Louis held a whole lot of pain. So I was super reluctant as far as that was concerned to move back anyway. But, and then the area I grew up in, near Ferguson, Missouri. If you guys didn't know, Ferguson is where Mike Brown was murdered. And yes, murdered, I said it. But Ferguson is where Mike Brown was murdered. So yes, that's my hometown. So imagine all of the turmoil, you know, that let loose just in that area. It's one of those cities where I felt like if I can make it here, I can make it anywhere. So I went ahead and moved back to kind of test my tenacity, and I have survived. Yay! I've learned so much, not only about myself, but about the way the world kind of works. But I appreciate this move. I really do. I don't regret it at all. I just feel like it's only up from here. Like, I've experienced the worst. You know, being dang near homeless, being jobless. And I've never not had a job since I was a kid. As soon as I moved to college, the first day I turned 18, I got a job, and I've been working ever since. So I've never not had a job. I've never not had my own place to stay. You know, so it let me know that I can handle anything that was thrown at me. You know, in college, it was really hard in college, but I always made it through. The next move from here, I don't know. I think it may be California, because my big sister's out there, and she's literally the most important thing in my life. So stay tuned for that. But I'm making it, you know, so it's been rougher. Oh, it's probably been the roughest thing I've ever had to do, but I'm making it, and I know I can make it in any situation. So that's a blessing. And just, I have a whole lot of things that I want to accomplish, and now that I'm kind of getting back on my feet now, that that's what I'm working towards. That's the goal. That's the goal right there. So go ahead and get it done. You know, don't use excuses. Don't throw a pity party. Just get it done. I pride myself on knowing that no matter how hard life has ever gotten for me, I've never given up. And it would have been really easy to, you know, but I've never given up. I've never thought for a moment that, oh my God, this is not meant for me. No, if it's something that I want, I'm going after it, and I'm going after it with fury, and I'm going to give it my all. And so if I don't get it, it will never be because I didn't try hard enough. It was just because maybe it just wasn't in the books for me. Maybe that's not what God's plan was for me at the moment. And that I'm completely okay with. Okay, add this. I think I want to start doing videos where, you know, I just talk to you guys about life, about what I've experienced, about my outlook, about, you know, just everything. Because I realized on my channel, it's all about makeup, and I don't want to do that. And if I can help somebody with my story, which, whew, it's an intense one. But I figured if I can help somebody with my story, then, you know, that'll inspire somebody to tell theirs. And, you know, we have to encourage each other, guys. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my lash and do my face. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say, guys. Onward and upward. Just gotta move past. Have y'all ever gotten lightheaded blowing your lash? Trying to get the glue to get tacky? It's the most ridiculous thing. I'm thinking about doing like a skin peel. I've seen a few of the like top dogs here on YouTube do them, and their results are great. So I'm actually thinking I need it. All this scarring I have from acne it's beyond ridiculous. And just stipple. And I can't get regular box braids because my hair is so bluntly cut right now that booty chin. I don't have one, but lines of demarcation, if any, and stippling motions. Just go around. Okay. Spun powder on that same brush and just stipple under the eye. Setting that. Stop. Wait a minute. The way you down my nose, upper lip, chin. Okay, and then forehead as well because I have those wrinkles, fine lines, whatever you want to call it, whatever you like. And then I'm gonna go in with my contour color, which you guys know is Blunt by MAC. And I'm going to take this Zoeva 112 face curve brush, and I'm going to hold it on its side like this, and then just go in circular motions and bring that into the hairline kind of up. And then from there, I'm going to see it. Now you see it. And then I'm still take it off to the side, buff it in really nicely. This just ain't no game, it's just work. In our crease, starting from lightest to darkest. So I'm going to hit really low with this color. This is Blazing eyeshadow by Anastasia. You guys know that this has been one of my favorite crease colors like ever. Take it all the way across. Get really close to that outer lash line, like right here, connecting that to the black that we put in our outer corner up top, in our V, outer V. So do that. Luxe pencil brush, and I'm just going to blend all of that out on the outer corner. And I'm going to use two. I'm going to use Better Than Sex, and I'm going to use the mascara by It Cosmetics. Thank you guys so much for listening to me. This video is actually really old. I recorded it this past summer, and I just never posted it, and I just found it. So I figured it's been a while since I posted. So here you go. I love each and every one of you.